For a lot of us in contemporary artists, what we want to listen to and hear are the emotions of the words, of the chants. So we have a beautiful oli, a prophecy from Kapihe that we only have 4 lines of in this work. It's e ihua no luna, e pia no lalo, e huia nanamoku e kua na kapaia. All that is up shall be brought down, all that is brought low will be brought up. We're bringing the nation, or huipu, coming together, kuana kapaia, and the walls will stand.
This would be symbolic of wings taking flight, whether going up or down. But in this case, as you can see, the tears are flowing this way. So the manu, as they are flying, so many times they're up in the heavens, but then they come down for either nourishment or food, then they come back.
What the Mailele symbolizes is unity, love for the Hawaiian people, and also a tie with ancestors, your ancestors.
The way our ancestors would have perceived the world, or our reality and life and death and everything, totally different. I just think it's something to consider when we approach our work, like the limitations that we set on ourselves, as far as our reality or our experience, that when we get onto the paper or when we get into our artwork, that we don't have to have any limitations. We don't have to have the physical or the, what we've been told how we should do things, yeah? So this one is, again, understanding that, the bottom of the page or the picture plane is to be the bottom or the earth, and at the top would be the heavens. But here I tried to distort it so that there's a confusion of what's actually the top and the bottom, what's heaven and earth.
We've got everybody from teachers at university to teachers at high school, myself in the intermediate level, working with Haumana students who have a great range. And we've had an opportunity to bring our ideas together, to brainstorm initially about our own mana'o, our own thoughts, and then pull the best of our ideas from each person into a composite sketch, which is a working sketch, a final sketch, and then we've transferred that sketch onto boards. So this piece is 40. In ceremony, to give 40 of anything is the proper number.
I took my design from Pahu, because my tie is with hula. And Pahu is the foundation, is the most sacred. And in history, it's been the hula that has kept the culture alive until the Renaissance. So for foundation, the support and the strength.
Everybody's mana'o is ending up in this piece. You see how that's working? And we have a transcriber who also is a translator. And that's important that you know all of your designs are going into a piece. Could you show us what you're doing well,
all my sense is to try and incorporate all the thoughts that you folks have been sharing. And so what I'm creating here is something that is a careful balance of a little bit of order and a little bit of chaos. And I'm attempting to achieve that by working with symmetry and asymmetry, yeah? And organic symmetry. So at the very bottom, I really wanted to bring in the foundation of the bowl of light, and that all things emanate from light, yeah? And that light is a critical component for life. And this bowl of light is our collective work, yeah? It's everything that we're doing, and so, and that was gonna be represented. So taking that idea, we would have some symmetry, and then we'd bring those figures carved and embossed, perhaps, right into the wood.
And then I'm inspired by Kawehine's figure again, because maybe on the right and the left side, it becomes stone form. Pohaku form. So again, the translation is stone and then wood in the middle. The kauna, the deeper meanings of what's behind the oli and the mele is what the students and what we're all responding to today in a visual form. So it's kind of like code, and it's layering, and it's another kind of conversation that we're having with paint. I will tell you this, it's interesting also, that I'm looking at, her face is very flat here. And if you were to look at the form itself, it's actually, this is the bottom, and I'll ask the artist. So it's like bringing that chin up, so she's gonna have to make that adjustment. So don't be married to everything looking good, because that's not the point. The point is process. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna be bringing all of the work up together today, so that we have some sense of where we're going with all of these boards, because we've got 40 boards. So this is, again, process and a story that we're all working on together.